Oh, sorry, I didn't even know. I was recording. I was going over my notes and everything like that. Hello, everybody. How do you do? Let me introduce myself. If you don't know who I am, which is very shocking. Boobs look so big in this video. I'm Miss Hawaii. Okay. Somewhat of a Twitter personality. I'm also known for a lot of bad things, which is horrible, and that's why I'm making this video here today, to address these things. I'm also a model. I do some modeling or whatever, and I'm just trying to expand my career, branch myself a little bit more. Yeah. So that sums it up. Anyway, so the title of this video today is called Why Lie? And I'm making this video for all the Hawaii fans, all the people who know me, all my friends, all my family, because a lot of things need to be addressed that haven't been addressed. And I was just trying to let it go and hoping things would die out, but they're not. Okay? So, yeah, why lie? That's the title. And it's so simple, just 2 words, you know, question mark. So to open this up, first I want to start with some definitions. I want to define some terms, which will support my video. The first thing I want to do, the first word I want to define is hater. Okay, so UrbanDictionary.com, which is my favorite, they have the definition of a hater as a person that simply cannot be happy for another person's success. So rather than be happy, they make a point of exposing a flaw in that person. I love that definition. I think that definition is so strong, and it hits everything like right on the head. Pause. So then the definition, the next term I want to define is stalker. Okay, what is a stalker? Okay, Answers.com, coming from the Merriam-Webster dictionary, has a stalker is a noun, a person who harasses or persecutes someone with unwanted, make sure you get unwanted in there, unwanted and obsessive attention. That's the definition of a stalker. Make sure you keep these terms and their definitions in your head, because this is going to help strengthen my video. And the last term I want to define is lie. The definition of a lie, Wikipedia and Dictionary.com have noun, an intentionally false statement. Okay? So remember all of that. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to discuss is telling the truth. It's such a simple thing to do. People don't do it. It takes 2 seconds to tell the truth. A lie, you have to keep going on with it. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know what the result is going to be, so on and so forth. Okay? When you tell the truth, it takes 2 seconds. People just don't do it, though. Okay? It doesn't hurt. Just tell the truth. Okay? So, first of all, I'm not here to expose athletes. That's what people think about me. When they think about Miss Hawaii, they know I've dealt with a lot of basketball players, professional basketball players, college basketball players, whatever. And, you know, they think I'm always exposing them, and that's, ooh, she's going to give us the dirt. That's not what I'm about, and that's not what I do. You know what I mean? You know, that's not who I am. And they try to, you know, say that, you know, I'm like Kat Stacks, or I'm trying to be her, or I'm trying to be like Superhead. You know, the misconception of Miss Hawaii, that's what I call it. That's not what I'm about. Okay, first of all, you know, they think I'm a groupie and I'm here to ruin athletes' lives and all this stuff like that. No, that's not the case. First of all, I don't need anybody's money. I have my own money. I do my own thing. I'm very independent. I don't like anybody giving me anything. So that, you can knock that off, the groupie thing. Okay. Secondly, ruin people's lives. Why? I'm a nice person. I don't have any reason to ruin anybody's life. Okay? When you try to lie on me, a lie, an intentionally false statement. That's what Webster's Dictionary had. An intentionally false statement. When you know that you are saying something that's false. When you lie on me, oh, I'm going to expose you. And I'm going to let the world know that you're a liar. And I'm going to let everybody see, because you're not going to try to brand my name. My mother taught me that a liar is worse than a thief. And I never used to understand that. But now I do. What does that mean? A liar is worse than a thief. She means by that. Some people say they're both bad. No. My mother meant by a liar is worse than a thief is that a liar is going to lie to you. A thief is going to tell you that they're going to steal from you. A thief is going to steal from you. You know what that thief is going to do. A liar is going to lie to you. You're not going to know that it's coming. A thief is going to steal from you, and you're going to know it's coming. You understand what I'm saying? So Don't try to lie on me or make me seem like I'm something that I'm not, because I'm going to let everybody know everything about you. That is why when I deal with these athletes, there are videos and there are text messages that I say like that, because I know a lot of them get ahead of themselves and they think that they're better than everybody, and that, you know, you never know what their intentions are. And there are a lot of athletes that I've dealt with that nobody even knows, you know what I mean, talk about. I don't just go around exposing athletes, but the ones who try to act funky, oh. Anyway, so next thing I'm going to discuss, okay? I'm going to try to make this as short as possible, the truth that happened between me and Kyrie Irving from Duke University, okay? Who is also a NBA prospect for June 2011, okay? Now, first off, this is what happened, okay? This whole story, I swear on everything. I put this on everything on my life. God struck me dead right now. I have no reason to lie on Kyrie. I don't even know where this drama came from with us. I don't have anything against him. I don't know why, you know, why this even started. It's just crazy how things just start happening and you don't even know why. Okay? So, the truth, hold on a minute. I have my song on. The truth behind me and Kyrie Irving. Me and Kyrie met through Twitter. That's how we first started talking, okay? We were, I don't know if he tweeted me or I tweeted him. I don't remember. But anyway, we started direct messaging each other. I would show you the direct messages, but he deleted his original Twitter page. His original Twitter page was twitter.com/Kyrie Irving. He deleted that when this drama started. So I cannot go and access those DMs, okay? He DM'd me first, okay? We started talking, blah, blah, blah. He had asked me, you know, was I ever going to come out there to Durham? That's where Duke University is. I told him I'm coming to North Carolina because I have family out there, okay? And he was just like, well, we have to meet up, blah, blah, blah. We exchanged numbers. He texted me the next day. We have been texting every single day. He used to ask me to get on Skype every single night. He used to always get mad when I posted pictures, if they were revealing online. He didn't like that. He told me he wanted me all to himself. You know what I mean? He was really into me. So I don't know what the impression he's trying to give everybody, that I was stalking him and I was mad because blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, let me just finish the rest of the story. So the first time I went to North Carolina, I went to visit my grandmother. I did not go to North Carolina to visit Kyrie Irving. That is a lie. An intentionally false statement, okay? So I did not see Kyrie the first time I went to North Carolina. He wanted me to see him. He got an attitude. I did not go to see him the first time I went out there, okay? Then in March, I went to visit my grandmother again. Me and Kyrie started talking the end of December. So December 2010. That's when we started talking. And I went to North Carolina in the end of January. And I did not see him. Talked all through February. Everything was cool. I came back out there in March. Okay? And he knew I was coming out there. You know, he was going to be in Charlotte. That's where my grandmother lives. My family lives. And he wanted to see me or whatever. We both wanted to see each other. Okay? He was going to be in the NCAA championship thing, and it was going to be in Charlotte, and that's where my grandmother was. So it was convenient. It wasn't anything set up, anything like, you know, whatever. So it was cool. Everything was cool, whatever. The first day I came out there, I went to the open practice with him and other, you know, teams or whatever that were in the NCAA. I did not meet Kyrie that day. I met with somebody else that night. Okay? Kyrie was trying to see me that night. I did not see Kyrie that night. I saw Kyrie. It was Thursday I went out there. I didn't see him Thursday. I didn't see him Friday. We met Saturday. Let me give you the exact date. Oh, come on, bitch. Fuck. Everybody in the world want to call me right now. But I'm making this video. Okay. I met Kyrie Irving it wasn't Thursday. Was it Wednesday? I went out there on Wednesday. I think I went out there on Wednesday. Oh, I think it was Friday. I met up with Kyrie on March 19th, 2011. Okay? We were texting each other and stuff like that. He said he was free, whatever. I was around. I was in that area. So I was in the epicenter. I was with a few of my friends. The epicenter is like this big mall thing in Charlotte or whatever. Oh my God, I'm already in 10 minutes this video. I might have to do another part of this video. I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 because I'm not going to be able to put everything I want to put in here. But yeah, anyway, so me and Kyrie met up. Well, actually, I was in the bar with my friends, And I turned around, Kyrie was standing outside of the bar. I swear to God on everything, God struck me dead. Kyrie was standing outside the bar where I was. So I'm like, oh my God. So I go outside or whatever. He's standing out there by himself. And I'm like, it's a small world, isn't it? And he just looks at me and he's like, and he just smiled. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's just like, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, whatever. He's like, give me a minute. So I'm like, okay. So then whatever, we were texting each other. Then he called me. We were going back and forth, blah, blah. And he told me he was with his father. So I was like, okay, whatever, you're with your father. And he's like, yeah, I'm staying across the street, the Ritz-Carlton. That's where he was staying. Okay? If you don't like, first off, if you don't like somebody, you don't tell them what hotel you're staying at. So anyway, we met up again. Him and I went to the Ritz-Carlton. We hung out. We talked for a few, whatever. That was that. Honestly, I did not like Kyrie. And I'm being honest with you. It's not that, of course it's not that I don't think he's attractive, because obviously, we both think each other's attractive. That's why we started talking, But it was just something, his attitude, I think he's very cocky. I think he has a very arrogant attitude. I think he really thinks that he is like all that, and he's just not the type of person that I would ever see myself with, because I like people who are more down to earth. And it was very shocking to see somebody who's not even a pro acting like that. It was very shocking to me. But that's just his personality, and there's some girl out there who will love it, but that girl is just not me. So, and there was another thing, when we were standing outside of this hotel, this woman had walked by, and she was just like, oh, are you Kyrie Irving? And he's like, no. That really turned me off, because the woman was with her son. He had on a Duke shirt. They probably just wanted a picture or an autograph. You're standing there. Why can't you do that? That was really rude to me. And she's like, oh, you look like him. And he was like, huh, yeah. And he just was like rude to them. And it's like, wow, okay. You really don't know these athletes until you know them. You see them in videos, you see them in interviews, you see them playing games, being goofy. Anybody can appear to be an angel on camera. And I hate to say that. Not saying that Kyrie's a devil, I'm just saying, okay? So then after him and I met, that's when all this madness happened, okay? So let me stop this video. I'm going to make part 2. Stay tuned, okay? I'll be right back.